G'day, so today we are going to do a couple of tomahawks on the Weber grill. We're going to do a reverse sear, and if you go back and watch just my last video that I popped up, I've installed a lava lock gasket on my Weber to maintain the heat and the smoke inside of the Weber. So I got these couple of tomahawks from Costco. You can see from my thumb there just how thick they are. They're nice, they're big, they're juicy. They're about 1.8 kilos, sorry. So I've just prepped them with a bit of salt, pepper, garlic and onion powder rub that I use on most of my barbecues. Rub them all over. You can see how thick they are there. I've put the rub on both sides. These are now going to sit here for 15 or 20 minutes or so while I get the barbecue ready. And at the same time I'm going to get some potatoes ready. I've just washed these, I've left them slightly damp. I've thrown a bit of olive oil there, you can see over them, and some more of my salt, pepper, garlic and onion rub. And then I'm going to crunch the foil up into little pockets like that, and then they will be ready to put on with the barbecue. So I'm getting my starter beads ready, only getting 7 or so starter beads ready there to light my fire with, and I'm soaking some mesquite and some hickory wood chips in hot water. There they are, and they will go on the grill on top of the beads, not on the beads but above them, so they smoke slowly. The barbecue is ready, not using too many beads because this is only going to take a couple of hours, won't take too long. I'm going to put my starter beads in there. I've got a drip pan to pick up anything that drops, and I've got my iGrill probes going into the barbecue, 1 ambient probe and 2 probes to measure the meat temps. So here are my starter beads ready to go on. I'm going to pop those where they need to go there into the corner of the charcoal basket. I'm anticipating this is going to take about 2 hours to get the meat up to about 130 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm going to run the barbie at between 250 and 270 degrees Fahrenheit, somewhere in there. Let the iGrill flop around between those two min and maxes on the iGrill app, and once the barbie gets up to about 250, I'm going to get the meat on there ready to go, and we'll start smoking these two things, these two tomahawks nicely away. So yeah, we'll wait till this iGrill and the thermometer on the top of the barbie gets somewhere into that 250 Fahrenheit range. I'm making sure that it's all nice and sealed there, that nothing's going to get out. I'm leaving all the vents totally open to get it up to temp. You can see there the Weber thermometer, and I'm going to get it about there, okay, which is the 250 Fahrenheit mark, somewhere around there. So yeah, here's the iGrill app showing you now the probes inside, so you can see the 2 meat probes coming up, and there's the ambient probe at 139 already. And here we go. So we've got the tomahawks on, we've popped the meat probes inside so they'll measure the temperatures. All set up just basically above the drip tray. I'm going to put the spuds around in there as well, let those get nice and soft and mushy. I've done those before, you can see on another video as well that I've done those potatoes. Put the smoker box there on top of the beads so that they will smoke really slowly and add a nice colour and a nice flavour to the meat. Potatoes are getting put on there as well. Put the last couple over here. And we're pretty much ready to start smoking these things. So it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm going to let these go. The target temperature is about 130 or thereabouts internal on the tomahawks. Let's seal her up. We'll put the Weber vents at the opposite side of where the flame is at the moment so that the smoke curls up over and around the meat. We'll make sure the lid's on there nice and steady. The lava lock gasket will help this thing stabilize and keep the temp in and keep the smoke in, so that we can cook these tomahawks up and hopefully get a beautiful, beautiful deep mahogany red tomahawk. Okay guys, so here we are. It is now just over 2.5 hours later, and they're reading 130 degrees, and look at those beautiful mahogany red, perfect medium rare. 130 degrees Fahrenheit internal temp. I'm going to take these off now. I'm going to wrap them. I'm going to let them sit for about 45 minutes, then bring them back on and sear them over the balance of the hot coals. The wrapping will help them soften up and rest. and then we'll give them a sear to get those nice charcoal marks over the meat. But I think these look absolutely great. They're looking fantastic, they feel good. Right through the meat it's looking a nice deep red, so I'm pretty happy with what we've accomplished here, and now we'll let them rest before we do the final sear. Okay, so now it's searing time. We'll get the lid off and get these spuds out of the way so we can make room for the meat. The spuds will be nice and soft like mashed potato now, I would say. Get those off, and we'll move this smoker box also out of the way. We'll get into those coals and just give it a bit of a jiggle around, get some of the ash off, and make sure that we get the nice hot coals up to the top so we can get the searing action happening. Just a little while ago I also opened the vents up a bit, well, opened them right up to be honest, both top and bottom, so that these coals could start getting really red hot, ready for the searing process. Okay, made plenty of room, close that grate back up, ready to sear. And here are our tomahawks, which have been resting now for probably about 40 odd minutes. You can see there, both sides, they just got that beautiful red colour. They've also softened up quite a bit because they've rested. And we'll start the sear process. Get one side going, leave that on for just a little bit and let it sear up so that it gets some nice lines on it. You can see how gorgeous they look. I'll get the other one on now, turn them 90 degrees, and they're looking great. Flipped one over already and you can see the crust that's formed there, a bit of char, really nice, looks great. These are going to taste amazing. Okay, so the first one is off, look at that sear on it. It's still got that beautiful red mahogany colour with a little bit of black sear and a little bit of black char, which will add a bit of flavour. Popping it back into the foil where all the juices are. And now it's time for the finished article and the slice. Here we go, we'll open her up. Get one of these tomahawks out of here. First thing I'm going to do is slice that bone off, because one of the family members loves eating straight off the bone, caveman style so to speak. So we'll give that to one family member, leaving a fair bit of meat on it so they can chomp away at it. And then we'll get to slicing the rest of the meat. Here we go. It's soft and the knife is going through it really well. I'm really happy with the way it looks. It's absolutely glistening. It's really juicy. It's perfectly pink all the way through, exactly how we like it. We like it pink. We don't like it totally red. It freaks the kids out a bit, but the kids want it pink. They want it juicy. They want to see it pink. There you go. Look at that. Nicely carved up. You really do not get too much better than that, and that is my reverse seared steak on the Weber, smoked first for 2 hours, rested for half an hour, then seared up. And this thing tastes absolutely amazing.